Hello there, my YouTubers. Welcome to the Toronto Raptors media availability. I'm taking a live press conference of the post game after the Raptors loss. So here's the post game.
Darko, you definitely, I mean, several of your players, you said there'd be more energy, more punch today. I presume you were happy with that, and then where do you guys feel like you fell a little short?
Yeah, I thought that they had right energy, right focus. I thought the fight was there. I'm really proud of our guys in the fight there. I really think it came down to turnovers. Turnovers really costed us. They scored 22 points out of that. That was a bunch of points in the paint there as well. You know, you have two exceptional players in Mitchell and Harden, how they creating in isolations and in pick and rolls and how they play make. They I think it was like 4 or 5 buzzer beaters that they scored tonight in a game that was 10-point game. You know, so I think that we made a step forward. We learned a lot. I think the film is going to be very interesting for us to continue learning and figuring out this team. And we're going home now to get a win.
What do you make of Brandon's night?
Brandon is a very important player for us. The ball did not go in tonight. You know, we need him to continue being aggressive and shooting. I got absolute support for him. He's gonna make his shots.
How impactful did you think RJ was tonight, Darko? He really brought a lot of I don't know, different element.
I love it. I love his fight. I love his energy. I love the focus that he had tonight. He had a playoff performance tonight with his tenacity that he had in the game. You know, supporting his teammates. That was amazing seeing RJ tonight.
What do you like from your bench?
Yeah, bench was really good. Jacoby, Colin, Sandro, all the minutes that they got, those 3 guys did really good job. You know, from playmaking, shooting the ball. I thought that they were really good tonight.
What went into this decision to go with Colin instead of Yakin?
Yeah, some of their lineups that they had out there with a lot of great shooters. We wanted to more switch. So that was the main thing. We wanted to be able to switch more in pick and rolls, and Colin was providing better matchup there.
Did you feel like, in terms of your defensive identity, you guys were more yourself with that lineup?
Absolutely. Like, we were into it. We were disruptive. I thought we did really good job there, being aggressive and being ourselves.
What did you think of Colin's performance stepping into the center role and taking more of the minutes that Yak was playing?
Yeah, I think he's figuring out intensity of NBA game. You know, figuring out referees and what is a foul in the playoffs, what's not in foul. Obviously, there is a difference there. I thought that he did a really good job for a rookie to step in there, and he did not flinch one moment. He did not back off. So, really proud of him. This is amazing for his growth.
Second game in a row where turnovers have been an issue, uncharacteristic in terms of the numbers, but also like in terms of how some of these turnovers are happening. What do you attribute that to? Is it nerves of the playoffs? Is it the physicality that those guys are playing with?
Again, before passing judgment regarding this game, I got to take a look at film. I thought any time when we played with force, we were making the good decisions. We were a little bit slowed down, and we did not go attacking downhill with the force. Those were some like questionable decisions that we were making. But I want our team to be extremely aggressive, to go touch the paint, to play make. For the big part of the game, we were doing that. So this is going to be awesome for us to watch that film and to figure it out and get better for next game.
Darko, the ball didn't go in for Brandon, but how would you characterize the opportunities that he had?
I thought he was getting to his spots on the floor. You know, Cleveland is very playing with a lot of physicality. They are very prideful of their physicality. and their whole team is very, very physical with Brendan. So for me, it's very interesting that he had 0 free throws in this game. That's kind of like, very interesting, seeing 0 take, 0 make. It's interesting.
RJ, when we spoke to you the other day, you thought, you thought your guys would come with a little more pop or energy, just kind of getting that first game under their belt. What would be your assessment of that?
I think we did. I think we played harder than we did last game. Played more Raptors basketball. Just got to do it from the start of the game. It's tough to get down and then try and fight our way back, especially against these, a team like this. So, got to try to do that from the beginning. I think we, we're able to find a little bit of rhythm. A little bit in the first half, definitely in the second half. And so we got to go watch the film and see those moments where we played well and what we were doing and try to capitalize on that.
Despite the loss, I think you guys were able to affect change, and it was a different game than game 1. Does that give you any confidence going into game 3 and the rest of the series?
Absolutely. Going home, got to get these next 2. It's going to be good to just, be back home with our fans. And, yeah, like I said, a game like tonight, I think we're able to figure some things out. Obviously, losing sucks, and we hate to lose, but, it's still first to 4. This is not impossible. We're still in it. Go home, get game 3, get game 4, and then, right back in the series.
The last couple days, there was a big emphasis on getting Brandon going. Shots just did fall for him tonight. After a tough game like this, as a teammate, what do you say to him?
Man, he can score the basketball with, some of the best of them. So, a night like tonight, he didn't make his shots, but I think we did a better job of getting him a little more open. He got some more shots tonight for sure. So back to the drawing board. Sure he'll get his little touch shots. We got a couple days before the next one, and we know he'll be ready to go.
When you look at Mitchell and Harden, they put up big numbers again. Did you feel like you were into them a little bit better as a team? You feel like you were making them work a little harder for what they had to take or make?
To be honest, they're a problem. And we got to go watch the film and figure out how to fix that.
In terms of the half-court offense, it's struggled so far in this series, but you've done a pretty good job of creating. What is that you're seeing, or what is it about your game that allows you to get your game off in a playoff setting?
Get to the paint. That's it. When you get to the paint, there is no defense for that. I got to do a better job of turnovers. I think I had 4 past 2 games, so I got to do a little better job of just being smart in certain situations. But getting to the paint. Once you get there, the defense collapses, and then we have reads out of that.
RJ, how much more comfortable were you personally in this game 2 versus game 1?
I think I was a little, maybe more so comfortable this game, just because we got that first game out of the way, all the jitters, all the everything. It was just basketball. This game, it was a lot easier to play. And I don't know, man. I just think that our team, we're coming out of this with our heads held high, with some confidence going into this next game.
I'm just wondering, I noticed you said something to Brandon right before the start of the fourth quarter. Do you remember what you told him there? Were you just trying to give him a lift, or?
Yeah. Just telling him stay in him, stay in it. Stay in it. We need you. He's got us here, man. The whole season, he's been amazing for us. He's been an all-star. So just told him to stay in it, keep his head in it. That we need him because when I have my off nights, he's right there to pick me up. So.
You spent some time guarding Barrett Allen when you guys went smaller. How comfortable are you in that kind of matchup?
Sorry, say again.
You spent some time covering Barrett Allen. How does your role defensively change when you're guarding a center like that?
1, just got to get more rebounds, and 2, just trying to try out different things, switching and different stuff like that to try to keep them from just getting into the paint.
RJ, Darko was just making the point that these guys are very physical, and he pointed out that Brandon didn't have any free throws today. You only had 2. What do you make of that?
I don't know. I don't know what to say on that one without getting fired. So I ain't gonna say nothing.
But what do you make of their physicality? Is it a problem for you to get to the paint with these guys?
Physicality or not, something got to be a foul at some point.
Scott, what did you make of the second half, especially after they got off to a little bit of a start in the third quarter, and why were you able to kind of reel them back in and keep this game pretty competitive?
To be honest, the only time the game got away or when we were really struggling is when we turned the ball over. I just think we cut the turnovers down. We'll put ourselves in better position. I like our effort that we played with tonight. I feel like we played super hard. We adjusted in the game how the game was going and did certain things that I felt like helped us throughout the way.
Scotty, where do you feel like the turnovers are coming from? I think it's 40 through 2 games.
No, I just think it's when we're not being aggressive. When we're not being aggressive, a lot of careless ones coming down the court, throwing the ball off our foot, driving it, just not being able to attack and just trying to get off of it too fast. They come down, get a steal. When we're not being aggressive and not attacking, I just feel like we be having some careless turnovers. A lot of them just come when the defense isn't even like really pressuring us. So we just got to cut those out.
Scott, I think you had 15 points in the second half. You really seemed to be making a point of getting put on the floor, taking it to whoever was guarding you. Was that your own decision? Was that something Darko was urging? Where was that coming from?
That's how I should be playing, no matter what. Just being able to be aggressive, and I feel like it opens up everything else. Just being able to attack the paint, get a paint touch, and then let's start our offense through there. When we do that, I feel like we're dangerous. We're moving, we're running. Everyone else is getting involved. I feel like that's the way we got to do it.
Any need for you to say anything to Brandon after a game like this, or he just figure he's been through enough to respond?
We trust him. We believe in him. We know he's our go-to guy. They're just trying to deny him and crowd him, to be honest. I'm not really worried about it. We know he's going to get back out there and help us.
How much more comfortable do you think the bench was tonight?
Bench was great. They got in the game, contributed, played defense, ran in transition. They play with a lot of energy, effort, guarding, rebounding. We need everybody on right now, and I think everyone's doing a great job contributing.
Obviously, you got a couple days before Game 3. You haven't had a chance to look at the film, but what do you think the next couple days are going to hold for you guys?
I don't know. Just we're going to get together as a team, watch film, and figure out what we can do better, make some adjustments. I like us.
Game 3 will be on Thursday at the Air Canada Center, Air Canada Center, which is the Scotiabank Arena. So I meant to say Scotiabank Arena. So confused with Air Canada Center and Scotiabank Arena. Duh. So I'll be back at Game 3 on Thursday. See if we can bounce back with 2 straight wins at home before we go back on the road and try and close things out in Cleveland. All right, so have a good one. Bye for now.